Good evening.
Good evening.
And I was worried that the ambassador was going to take my speech because it was up here. First of all, I'd like to welcome everyone, particularly General Ward, and more particularly because I had the opportunity to spend the evening talking to his wife, who has obviously explained much of his success. Ambassador Bellamy, General Aubrey, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to have the opportunity to speak to this group once again. And I want to thank you, Ambassador Bellamy, for inviting me to co-host this event and having the American Embassy be as a co-host here. It's a particular privilege to be here this evening as we honor the lifetime accomplishments of General Aubrey, a man who has contributed so much to peace and stability on the African continent. I would also like to recognize General Ward and welcome him again to Lisbon, which hopefully will not be his last visit here while I'm here. To people outside of this room, it might not be immediately apparent why the African Center for Strategic Studies decided to host its annual Senior Leadership Seminar in Lisbon, or why the American Ambassador to Portugal is co-hosting this dinner. But it is, however, to me and to many of you readily evident, Portugal is indeed a natural gateway to Africa for so many reasons. Geographically, Lisbon is closer to Ceuta than to Rome. The Portuguese share strong cultural and language ties with Lusophone Africa, and business between the Portuguese and countries like Angola, Mozambique, and Cabo Verde is booming. Just last week, we here in Lisbon, the American Embassy, hosted a major forum that brought together business people from these three countries with Americans and Portuguese interested in using Portugal as a business gateway to Africa. Portugal's links to Africa, however, go well beyond business and beyond the Lusophone world. The Portuguese have an excellent relationship and continuous dialogue with the Maghreb countries. They're active in counter-piracy efforts off the Horn of Africa, and in the South Atlantic, we cooperate closely with them in the security sector. Portugal is also one of the United States' oldest and closest allies. They recognized us in 1791. A founding NATO member and close partner in everything from renewable energy to the largest airbase in the Azores to educational exchange. It is logical, therefore, that Lisbon, through which so much of its history served as the nexus for connecting the world, serves as a meeting point and a facilitator of dialogue between the United States and Africa. And as the ambassador of the United States to Lisbon, I am delighted to be co-host of this dinner in this most magnificent city on the 10-week anniversary of my arrival, and helping to bridge our three continents. With that, let us get on with the admirable work of recognizing the true bridge builder. I know that our next speaker has a long-standing relationship with General Aubrey. I am pleased to introduce the commander of the United States African Command, General William Kipward.